Butere Girls High School students were all set to perform a play they had poured their hearts into. But instead of the stage, the drama took a twist off the stage, and it's all about the echoes of war at the National Drama Festival in Nakuru. So what's the play about, and what happened? Echoes of War is a play by former Kakamega Senator Cleophas Malala. It is set in a fictional country, picking up after a war, with young people stepping up to fix things. Now, these young people are fighting for justice, taking on corrupt leaders, and using technology to spark change. Like, for instance, the play's hero is a young man named Mustafa. He's a fourth-year IT student who creates a software that links patients and doctors across the world. He calls it telemedicine. Well, his big idea grabs the Sultan's eye. But then some old social media posts surface, thorny stuff tied to the war, and then suddenly he's in the spotlight, facing intense scrutiny. The students of Butere Girls High School brought this story to life and earned a spot at the Kenya National Drama and Film Festival in Nakuru. Then, the play was controversially dropped from the Western Regional Winners Gala, and the school's drama club was instructed to send its members home, halting any preparations for the national event. However, on the 3rd of April, Justice Wilfrida Okwanyi directed Butere Girls High School to recall the 50 students involved in the play for participation in the Nakuru event. Well, the judge also suspended any communication barring the school from taking part in the national festival, which then brought us to the events that transpired in Nakuru. On the eve of the day the play would be staged, things got heated. Malala, he was blocked from accessing Kirobon Girls High School where the rehearsals were happening. Tear gas flew, and journalists covering it actually got hurt. On performance day, the girls sang the national anthem and walked out, sparking quite the public outrage.
When Butere Girls went to the stage, we all expected that even under those difficult circumstances, they would stage a play. But they pulled a fast one and shocked our conscience when they just sang national anthem, elected the adjudicators on the conditions that the adjudicators have not met, and walked out. So it was a sad day for the country, sad day for our learners, and sad day in the teaching sector, where we cannot allow children exploit their talent. And remember that under the 2015 Basic Education Regulations, children have a right to explore their talents, and the government has an obligation to ensure that children participate in co-curricular activities, including drama and works of art.
Malala's team insists the play was not to star the political pot, but it was just art.
This play was not written with a political motive, because when this play was being scripted in 2024, it's a play that was scripted last year by Cleophas Malala, only being acted this year. Cleophas Malala was still working as the Secretary General of UDA. I do not think that as the SG of the ruling party then, he would have scripted a play that was politically inclined to undermine his bosses.
The festival ends on the 15th of April, and Malala says the girls will have their day on stage as they seek recourse from the courts.
Courts, as advocates, we will go to court to tell court that the orders you issued were disobeyed, and to cite the actors for contempt of court. We'll also make an additional prayer that Butere Girls be allowed to stage the play at the National Theatre or in a public place where the public can watch, and the girls can have that internal satisfaction that they rehearsed, practiced, and staged a play as part of the healing process. We're also contemplating citing Kenyan state internationally or before the International Tribunal for gross violation of children's rights, including tear gassing young children, which is a very serious offense.